James, we're gonna dive into this. We're gonna finish this segment of yours. I want you to just take it over. We actually have food in front of us, so this is actually like a live finale.
This will be exciting, guys. Fast food finals. But before we get in the final, matchup we have going on here, we're gonna talk third place. This should be a quick and easy one. Jack in the Box versus In-N-Out. Who wins and why?
Tyler.
I'm gonna go In-N-Out again. Really proud of Jack in the Box making the Final Four, but they will not make the podium. In-N-Out in this matchup does win, as you said, as Trade I think said, Mr. Ole reliable. You can always count on In-N-Out just giving you a good quality burger. There's tons of locations. It's kind of the go-to, I think, road trip spot, especially if you're in California. So yeah, I got to go In-N-Out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even need a third. We don't need one of our women here to stamp that gold medal onto In-N-Out. It's a landslide for me. It's not even close. But I digress.
In-N-Out takes third place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you all been waiting for, drum roll, please. That's really, you can't even hear that. So,
oh fuck,
there's a drum roll.
Insert drum roll.
Insert drum roll here. Chick-fil-A versus Chipotle. And like Trader has mentioned, we do have food right in front of us. So if you are watching the YouTube or on Spotify, whatever, Chipotle versus Chick-fil-A. I have a rubric, so we can make sure that this is all fair and dandy, not just based off emotions. I have a rubric on 5 topics. It's going to be presentation, smell, taste, mouthfeel, and the emotion that it evokes from you after eating it. And this is going to be graded on a scale of 1 to 5.
I like mouthfeel.
1 being mouthfeel.
And that's just texture?
Yeah, texture. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Mouthfeel is a better way to say it. The scale of 1 to 5, 1 being never touch again, and 5 being mouthwater. So that's a pretty cool scale here.
Okay.
I had each of the guys kind of decide what we're going to get because we're all going to get the same thing here. So we can all judge it really well. Trade was in charge of Chick-fil-A. So what did we get from Chick-fil-A?
From Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, we kept it pretty simple, guys. I mean, I guess as simple as it can be. We just got the standard deluxe chicken sandwich. No frills, no changes to it, along with Chick-fil-A sauce and the waffle fries. To me, this is kind of the most neutral meal. So I thought, while it's not my go-to, while it's probably none of your guys' go-tos, this is one that is probably, it just is just the most neutral we can get, kind of an equal, taste for it. And I think, and Tyler, you'll probably attest to this when you talk about yours, to get something that's not within your normal wheelhouse, then you can really critique the food without having some bias in there. So
I like that. And Tyler, what did we get from Chipotle?
All right, from Chipotle, going on the kind of theme of the most popular orders from Chick-fil-A, I decided the same thing with Chipotle. Also didn't want to do chicken, so I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. So we're doing the carnitas burrito, brown rice, black beans, cheese, the green chili salsa, and sour cream in there, along with the side of chips and guac, because you got to have guac if you go to Chipotle. Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it in the meal or on the side, but since we're doing sides, I decided to do the side of chips and guac there. So yeah, I'm excited to get down into it, and let's start eating because I'm starving.
All right, guys, viewers, listeners out there, if you want to go ahead and do this with us, pause it here, go get that order that we had just said, and we'll do this together. We'll have this experience together. It'll be fun. I promise. We're going to start off with Chick-fil-A here because Chick-fil-A in alphabetical order is next. So we'll just bring it out here. So we got the fries right here. And then we also have a sandwich.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of rumbling going on. Sorry about that. We didn't really plan this out. So the first thing, the first little topic on our rubric is presentation. And again, this is on a scale of 1 to 5. So if everybody just shows their little presentation of their sandwich and fries.
Some fries fell out. But
he's lying. He ate it. Liar.
And I smashed the booger a bit. Or the center.
So based off presentation, Traden, 1 to 5.
I'm gonna just keep it a 3. I mean, it's not like it's it's gonna kind of weird, no pun intended. It's not out of the box, even though the sandwich is in a box. But it's not, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be amazing. They're just trying to keep it. They're just trying to keep it simple, stupid. So I'm just gonna give it a 3. There's nothing that's amazing about it, but it's not like it looks like it's dog shit either.
Tyler, what do you rate it at?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with 3. Like I said, it's nothing that's spectacular, but it's very well done. It's very well packaged. I don't think there's a ton. I hate some restaurants that give just an absolute waste of paper and shit. Like I think Chick-fil-A gives you the perfect amount of packaging. Yeah, and it's good. The colors are nice red and white logos all everywhere. It all looks colorful. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I like that all the sauces have different colors too. So yeah, that's just so yeah, I'm gonna give it a good solid 3.
Okay, because this is the finals, I'm actually gonna give my opinion on this one. I'm gonna give this a 4, mainly because if you look closely at the sandwich, you see all the individual ruffles of the lettuce, which is really cool. And then like the cheese is a good color as well. It's a American cheese, which I wouldn't really prefer, but it comes with the sandwich. And then also the tomato looks very crisp. Very happy with that. I'm giving that a 4.
That's fair.
Next up is smell. What do you guys smell it? 1 to 5. Tyler, you go first.
Smell. I'm gonna go with a 5 on this one. I think Chipotle was definitely one of the most. You smell it in your mouth immediately begins to water, and I think it's kind of across the board. But I would say this guy right here, the Chick-fil-A sauce. Smell of that, man. That gets you excited. So I think
it's Chick-fil-A sauce.
I don't know, but it's delicious. Whatever it is, I don't know what they put in there. It's very unique about it too. It's got a texture. It's got a consistency that really I've never really seen anywhere else, honestly. So smell. I'm gonna go 5 with Chick-fil-A. I mean, Chick-fil-A's it just smells so good.
Trayden.
I'm gonna say 4. I mean, very similar to what Tyler said. I mean, I love the smell. I love the smell of Chick-fil-A in the morning or in the afternoon. And once you open the box, it immediately hits the your nose, and you're ready to go. And as you guys know, a lot of taste comes from the smell, and the taste smells heavenly, and it tastes just as heavenly in my opinion.
I'm going to give this a 4 as well. I think that especially the Chick-fil-A sauce has a very distinct smell to it.
Yes.
And once you smell it, you know exactly what you're going to get because of just operant conditioning or whatever. Like every time you smell that smell, it's so unique to Chick-fil-A that you're going to get something good. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give that a 4. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, especially Tyler and Trayden, who are hungry because I've been eating and they're weird. We're going to go for taste. So first, we're going to take a bite of the burger or the sandwich with Chick-fil-A sauce. And by the way, do you guys put the Chick-fil-A sauce? Where do you guys put it?
I put it in there.
I put it in there too.
Yeah. Is there
cool.
I'm usually have buff sauce.
That's weird. If you dip a sandwich, you're weird.
The odd juice sandwich is just like that. What do you mean?
What's different?
Yeah. I mean,
there's a pickle.
There's a pickle in this one.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Do you not usually get the deluxe?
No, this goes spicy.
I always get deluxe, man.
I always get spicy deluxe.
Moist chicken, great chicken.
Chicken.
Good combination of flavors all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of pickles. But so normally if I was to do it, I would get no pickles. But I'm doing with the pickles this time, so it's consistent. I think pickles are just a stab in the mouth for me. I'm the biggest pickle guy. But I mean everything else about it. The bun's fantastic. Obviously the chicken, I don't know what the hell they do with the chicken, but it's just so moist and so good all the time. I think for me that's what makes Chick-fil-A stand out.
Have you guys tried the fries yet?
Yeah.
The fries are they're not doing it for me right now.
Really?
Yeah. Just something about like
it could be
the waffle thing.
It could be because you like the mac and cheese.
I do like the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese is phenomenal on that. All right, Trayden. Let's go 1 to 5 for the sandwich and the fries and the Chick-fil-A sauce all put together. What did you rate this?
I'm rating it a 4. I mean, it's not it's not absolutely blow your socks off, but Chick-fil-A is above par, and it always will be. The chicken is very moist, and to me, part of the reason that I don't like other chicken places is because they're almost overly breaded, and the Chick-fil-A sandwich is never overly breaded. I mean, there's just enough of the crispy to get the flavors in there, but it's not overbearing. And maybe that's part of the reason I don't like Cane's as much, because I think there's just a little bit more breading in the Cane's, maybe, just a little bit. It's just very thin, and you get right to the meaty part of the chicken. And that's why I like Chick-fil-A better. in that respect, and that's why it's easy for maybe 4.5.
Wow. Tyler.
Now, are we doing just solid numbers or are we doing decimal?
I was just doing solid numbers. It's easier for me to calculate.
All right, cool.
So we're going 4 for Traden.
All right. I will also go 4. Like I said, it's very consistent. I like I said, the deluxe is where it's at because you get the compliments of all the other items in there, the tomato, lettuce. Just the straight up Chick-fil-A sandwich is fine too, but I think really putting everything together, that's what makes a sandwich great, right? It's everything else that goes into it, not just the meat. So I think Chick-fil-A does a really great job of putting just enough of that extra stuff. Some places put an obscene amount of lettuce on their burgers or sandwiches or something. It's just like, why is there so much lettuce on here? That's just all I taste. Everything is great. I think they do a really good job of ratioing everything together with obviously the chicken being the main source of your palate there. So it's always great.
I have to agree with you there. I'm also going to go with the 4. But the one thing I wanted to add is the bun. The bun is always going to be super soft. And no matter what you get, I've gone to Chick-fil-A for years. The bun is so soft. And Trey, to kind of go to your point about the chicken being as good as it is, I think it's because of the peanut oil, man. The peanut oil fries it at such a high temperature that it cooks it, and then the inside is still moist. It still keeps that moisture inside, making the chicken so damn good. So on that, we went 4s all the way around the board. And now to mouthfeel / texture, but I like mouthfeel better. Scale 1 to 5. Trey.
It's 5.
Wow.
You bite into that chicken, you bite into all the other veggies. There's not much more to say. It's just heaven, man. It's just heaven.
Tyler.
I'm also gonna have to go with 5 on the texture. I think that is what makes, for me, probably my favorite part about Chick-fil-A is the texture of the chicken, is the texture of the bun, of everything, man. It just crunches in your mouth. It's a perfect amount, a little bit of crunch on the breading, but then that moist chicken and everything else, man. It is the best fast food, I think, sandwich you can get out there in terms of texture.
I'm gonna have to go with 3, guys. The reason being is that you look at it and it's exactly what you get. It's nothing superb. It's nothing like you see it and you're like, I'm probably going to get this in my mouth. That was bad. But yes, that's exactly what happens. Like you look at it, you taste it, and the mouth, what you feel is literally what you see. There's nothing that spectacular about it. The bun looks soft, the chicken looks moist, and that's what you see, and that's what you get. So it's going to be a 3 for me. And last but not least, we're looking at emotion here. Does this make you happy? Does this make you sad? What does it make you feel?
Trading like a number as well.
Yeah, it could be a number, sure.
I mean, when I chant to go to this place.
That's what I said last podcast.
That's a 5, and I eat it, and it always meets expectations, like all the time. So it's a 5. Like, makes me so happy to go there.
Dude, y'all are just not good at garden. It's always a 5.
It is. I mean, what can I say?
Okay,
I'm actually going to disagree with you on this one. I'm going to go with a 3 as far as Chick-fil-A goes. I'm not as ecstatic about Chick-fil-A as other fast food places, especially when it comes to chicken. As I said, it's an amazing chicken sandwich. It is fantastic, but emotionally, I don't get as excited about it as some other places if I'm comparing it. But I'm not mad about it either. Like I love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is great. So like for me, it's a 3. Like I'm not overly ecstatic about it. I'm not bummed about it. I think like kind of what James mentioned, it's kind of what you expect. It's just good, solid food. So I'm gonna go 3 in terms of emotion for Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna go with 3 as well. Actually, I'm gonna go with 2.
Oh,
reason being is because Chick-fil-A is great. And I eat a lot of Chick-fil-A, so by the time I'm done, I feel like ass. I feel groggy, I feel full, I feel slow because I've had 7 sandwiches and 2 shakes. And so I'm just like, I can't function right now. So 2 it is for me.
well, why are you eating that much food, bro?
Yeah, that's kind of a you thing.
Yeah, but it's the emotion that it evokes out of me. So therefore, that's what I'm going with.
Well, the emotion must be really high because you're getting 7 sandwiches and then it just plummets.
Yeah. Just a typical James thing. It's just, I eat food, get happy, then just get sad. Just how my life happens. Traden, I need your calculator for this one, buddy. We're gonna add this all up and have a total. Ready?
Oh gosh. All right.
The dude that works with numbers all the time. 10, 13, 12, 13, and 10.
Oh shit. Hold on. Try again.
Oh my God. 10 plus 13 plus 12 plus 13 plus 10.
58.
58. So Chick-fil-A has a score of 58. Now moving on to Chipotle, ladies and gentlemen. And for some reason, Tyler decided to get a burrito. And I haven't had a burrito from Chipotle in a very, very, very long time. I'm more of a bowl kind of guy because it's just a lot easier to eat. It's easier to eat with forks. But here we are. But we also have chips and guac, so that's good.
It's coming from the guy that gets like two burritos on a Sunday.
I'm a bowl guy. Go bowl every single time I go to Chipotle.
Me too.
I'm a big chicken bowl guy. So that's originally was my plan, but I decided, hey, let's do something a little bit different too. Kind of, especially when it comes to the grades, like let's do something a little bit different and kind of not have any expectations. I've never had a carnitas burrito from Chipotle, so it's going to be a first time I've had this specific burrito. So I think this will be fun versus like, the Chick-fil-A sandwich I've had a million times. So I'm excited to kind of grade this because this is going to be, like I said, first time I've ever tried a carnitas burrito from Chipotle. So should be fun.
One thing I do have to say, I picked up this burrito and it's hefty. Like it feels like a pound. I'm very happy for it. Very happy with it. The guac looks amazing. It smells great. Chips. Something about the Chick-fil-A or the Chipotle chips, by the way, is great.
Oh yeah.
It's like they seasoned it differently. It has lime on it. It's
that lime on there. Yeah.
Okay, before we start chomping into stuff that Train already did, let's take a presentation here. Let's open up your burrito, see what it looks like. Give it a scale of 1 to 10. Mine is personally a little messy. And Traden has a bowl.
What? You idiot.
I ordered. Okay. I'm going to show everyone who's watching. On my little thing, it says right there, it says burrito. It doesn't say burrito bowl. The sticker on top of your burrito bowl top says burrito, and they made a burrito bowl. So if we're going to go into presentation, this is an easy one. Right now, I mean, Look, I know that's not really fair. I'm gonna make it a 2 because it's not really fair that they fucked up the order, but because we're not grading on customer service, but they did fuck up the order, and this does not look like a burrito. This looks like a burrito bowl.
Wow!
All right, there we go.
That's bad.
Tyler's holding his like a little prize baby.
Yeah,
yours looks perfect.
That's beautiful, isn't it? That's a wonderful.
They know how to wrap them, dude. They know how to wrap.
Way to go, Marina Del Rey Chipotle. Congratulations. Best wrap burrito in the state.
In the state.
What are you going to rate it?
Okay, so in terms of the presentation of the food, it's of the burrito itself, and I would check and bowls in general. I would probably give it a 4 as well. I mean, I think what I like about Mexican food too is just the colors and everything. Like there's so many great colors, and it just looks so appetizing just to look at. So burritos, obviously, it's just wrapped in tortillas. So you can't really see what's inside yet, but that kind of makes it exciting. So
it's like a present for Christmas.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But normally with the bowls and stuff too, like it's just everything looks so good. Packaging wise, maybe not as aesthetically pleasing as Chick-fil-A is in terms of the colors and everything like that. It's just normal, tin foil and paper bags. But they don't really need to be that fancy because the food's amazing. So I'm gonna go 4.
True. Going 4. I'm gonna go with 3 for mine because if I open mine up, it's a little messy. I mean, I just got sour cream on my finger. Tastes great, but it's just everywhere, man. It gets messy. So I'm gonna give mine a 3. Moving on to smell. What do you guys think, Tyler?
As I chomp into a Chick-fil-A fry. Smell. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna give it a 3. There's not a whole lot of smell to it, honestly, unless you like really get your nose in there.
It just smells like tortilla.
Yeah, it smells like a tortilla.
Guac.
Guac smells nice. Like I said, the chips do smell really good. I think that's probably the one thing that does smell probably the best and hits your nostrils the most there. But yeah, I wouldn't say the smell really intrigues anything, not at least compared to what Chick-fil-A did. So I think I gave Chick-fil-A a 4 on the smell. So I'm gonna go 1 down from that. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Traden.
So here's my balancing act. Because I have the bowl and I shit on it on the presentation, I get to give it a little something on the smell. And wow, it's a 4 easy. I mean, because I smell the bean, you smell the carnitas in there, you smell the beans in there, you smell the green tomatillos. Is it tomatillos or green chili sauce?
Green chili sauce.
It is. I mean, it just smells excellent. Every bowl I feel like smells that whenever I open my own. So I'm gonna give it a 4, and that's kind of my balancing act with that 2 that my presentation got.
I agree with you. I'm gonna go 4, even though I just smell tortilla with the With the burrito, it smells like a good tortilla. Like, you know, when you have those shit tortillas and you smell it and you're like, I don't know about that. You smell this and you're like, damn, I can't wait to eat that. And then the guac, man, the guac, you can smell everything. You can smell the onions, you can smell the cilantro.
Not like guac.
I do now. You can smell the lime and that they put on top of it. It's phenomenal. So that in and of itself makes it a 4. And not last but not least, but to the moment we've all been waiting for, we're gonna go taste.
Mm-hmm.
Traden went guac first, and I will too. And I think Tyler's been eating his guac like a maniac.
Sorry.
Big guac guy now. Fun fact.
That's good. I like to hear.
So if anybody really knows me, this is news to you. I love guac. I love avocado.
Used to hate it. Okay, I'm gonna start with the taste. I don't even get this meal, and it's a 4. It's so good. The rice, even though I don't get brown rice, I get white rice. It's so good. I always get black beans, so that's great. Every single salsa that I've ever tasted is good. It's missing some key components that I normally would, but I still can taste the carnitas. Just they're seasoned well. The guac's always fantastic. The chips are have that lime taste. It doesn't completely blow my socks off, but it is so damn good. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on it next because Tyler has a mouthful. So luckily for me, as soon as I got to Chipotle, because I actually had to DoorDash my Chick-fil-A to make this all work. So I went to Chipotle to get it. And they just put out a fresh batch of carnitas. And just like trading, I don't normally get carnitas at Chipotle. I get steak or chicken. So today I was branching on trying something new. And damn, this carnitas is so good. Mm-hmm. And I love just the tortilla, like I just talked about before. It kind of makes or breaks a lot of burritos based on the fact that it encompasses everything. And it's in literally every single bite. It's good. It's a good tortilla. I don't know what they do differently, but it's not the same tortilla you get at Albertsons or Safeway.
Press it, right?
Yeah, but it's a different kind of tortilla that's just so much better for burritos. It's not the ones you get at the store because the ones you get at the store kind of suck. This is great. I'm gonna go 4. And Tyler.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go 4. Clean 4s across the board. Like I said, the carnitas, it is phenomenal. I'm gonna probably get carnitas a little bit more often. I mean, it was really, really good, really tasty. You can probably just have it on its own and just have that. Yeah, again, one of my favorite things about Mexican food in general, and Chipotle does a great job of it, is just everything that encompasses it, all the different flavors. It all just goes so well together, and I think Chipotle does a phenomenal job. But at least to me, it tastes, as far as fast food goes, very fresh. It always tastes solid, like just really good quality food there at Chipotle. So yeah, I'm gonna go a big solid 4 there for taste.
4s are on the board again, just like we did with Chick-fil-A. Now we can move on to mouthfeel or texture. What do you guys have and why?
Go ahead, Tyler.
I'm gonna go 5. Here's the reason why. Again, especially with tortillas and burritos, like that's what it's all about. Like you go in there and you want everything to complement each other well. And I think the meat is tender, everything's warm, everything just is, the texture wise is everything you want in a Mexican food meal. Beans are great, rice is great. There's nothing, there's not that, none of the rices are crunchy or weird or hard. It's everything you want. The guac is fantastic. I haven't had guac just on its own with chips from here in a while.
What? Oh,
yeah. I usually put the guac on top of my bowl is what I usually do. But I haven't had it on its own. And this guac is phenomenally good. I kind of forgot how good their guac is just on its own. That is a 5 out of 5 guac right there. So yeah, I'm gonna go 5.
I agree with you, buddy. I go with 5 as well, mainly because there's a lot of different textures in this. It's like you got the rice, you got the beans, you have the different meat you have, and if you don't like meat, you can get sofritas. Like you can get a lot of different things at Chipotle that will complement the burrito inside this great tortilla that I will keep talking about, because the tortilla is like chewy but not so tough. It's a great tortilla. And when it comes to the guac, and I'm pretty new to guac, but the guac itself is good, man. Like the way the texture of it is great. super smooth and has that chunk to it every once in a while that you want, because you don't want just super chunky or super smooth guacamole. You want some that's right in the middle, and that's exactly what it is. Perfectly done every single time. The chips always super salty, always super crispy, never done wrong. It's like almost on par with Chili's chips, because Chili's has some great chips, man. I don't know what they do at Chili's. The chili chips are where it's at. It's on par with that. So I'm gonna go with 5.
Yeah, me too. Like you guys said, the textures of all the different types of parts and ingredients of the meal are right there. And no bite is a dull moment. And I think that's kind of it. I mean, even when you look at the bowl, kind of to what James said, you can see what you're getting, but you can't see everything. So when you do take that bite, you're like, oh, I taste the salsa on that one. Oh, I taste if you get corn, you get the cheese, you get the lettuce in some cases. Like I get lettuce typically. That's a 5 for me, man.
It's a 5 for me, bro. All right. Last but not least, let's go emotions. Tyler, what do you have for me?
Oh, I'm gonna go 4 with Chipotle. Like Chipotle is, like I said, like lately been kind of my go-to thing, and I love how fast you get it and how good it is. It's like a fast and really good quality meal, and I don't feel too bad about it because it's for fast food a pretty healthy option. So you don't feel like absolute shit afterwards. I actually feel like pretty full and pretty satisfied without feeling like my arteries just got clogged type of deal with some fast food definitely happens. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4. I would almost say 5, but yeah, I don't know if I'm like ecstatically over the moon about every time I have Chick-fil-A or Chipotle. I keep fucking doing that. But yeah, it's always solid. I'm always happy after I have Chipotle. I'm always excited to go to get my stuff. Like I said, like especially when it's after work, I don't want to cook. Like the fact that I can just go pick it up real quick, get out, have my food, and it's ready and it's good. 4.
Trading.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 as well, because I get, there's 2 different things I get depending on what I'm doing. So usually I'll go with a bowl if I'm going home or if I'm gonna eat at the restaurant. But I've said this on the pod before. It's right across the street from my AMC movie theater. This is the meal I sneak into the burrito is what I sneak into the movie theater. And what is better than to sit down, watch the previews, and you are chomping on a nice, tasty burrito. And I'm so excited to watch the movie now because I'm like, I don't even need popcorn. I don't need any of the expensive ass snacks. I got my Chipotle burrito. It does give me satisfaction every time. So it's got to be a 4.
I like that, but I'm gonna go with 5.
Ooh.
A whole lot different than Chick-fil-A is that it's like you don't really get 2 burritos or 2 bowls. That's kind of looked down upon in society sometimes. But you can get more than one sandwich, right? Like whenever you go to Chick-fil-A, like, oh, I'll buy like 6 sandwiches. In my case, 7. But at Chipotle, when you go, you're like, can I have a burrito? And it's weird because if you say, can I get 2 of these? They're like, what's wrong with you? And on top of that, this is kind of like, when it comes to fast food, like Tyler was saying, this is relatively healthy. It's rice. It is really good cooked meat. Lettuce that has some E. coli sometimes, but then there's like guac and sometimes. Like the beans are good for you too. It's relatively good for you, relatively healthy. So when I'm done eating it, I'm kind of full, but then I'm not feeling like crap. So it's a 5 for me. And that kind of wraps it up here for Chipotle. So Trayden, we got your math skills going on here. You ready?
Yeah.
9 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15 plus 13.
I think
58.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It's a deadlock.
Oh my
God.
That's unreal.
We need a tiebreaker.
Maybe not. I think I like the way this is ending. I think this is it's a tie. Like they're both great places to eat. So I think we're gonna end it in a tie. Because I don't know what else to do a tiebreaker for, man. Like
who would have
dessert, but they don't do dessert.
I think that's fair.
Y'all never saw that coming.
No, 58. That's kind of crazy. That
is pretty wild that it came out to a tie.
The only way to fix that is if we would have done a 1 to 10, but that would have been insane.
Yeah, that's a weird scale. So 1 to 5 it was. If you followed along from the get-go, or if you followed along just from doing this and had your food with us, I hope you guys enjoyed it. that pretty much finishes up my fast food playoffs. And the winners are two of them, Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. Who would have thought? Definitely not me. Hope you guys liked it. Let us know. Drayden, that's it for fast food playoffs. Buddy.
All right. That was awesome. Thank you so much, James. I had lots of fun, and now I am full. Good thing is we still have 2 more segments where we can, speak, and we can hopefully lose some of the belly fat that I just that I have going on right now.